the numbers are in, ladies and gentlemen, and we have 1.8 million households who decided to watch Lord of the Rings Prime, making it one of the most watched premieres of the year. As someone at Chernobyl would call this nuclear disaster, not great, but not terrible. I would call it cute. I would say it's absolutely adorable. Because when you compare it with Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, 4.8 million people have watched. I don't want to make this comparison, but I kept saying journalisming, and saying that, this is going to completely destroy Game of Thrones. It's going to PTFO Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones, out of the way! We got strong, independent Galadriel here to save the day. You know, when you put into account different numbers, like, for example, as I'm aware, HBO Max has under 100 million subscribers. I think it's like around 70, 60. Amazon Prime has around 150 million. Big yikes. Big yikes. You know what? I have to give it to the writers. Congratulations, you have accomplished the impossible. You wanted to modernize Lord of the Rings. You looked at the trilogy and you said, patui, that is not good. We want to bring it more in line with the mature audience of 2022. And you have succeeded, because what does maturity means? What does 2022 means? It means that everything America makes is dog shit. It's absolutely dog shit. There's no creativity, there's no originality, everything is a sequel, a prequel, a reboot, a reimagining, and everything flops. So congratulations, you have done something that I personally couldn't even do, which is to bring Lord of the Rings into the modern era. Furthermore, I love the fact that they blame it on the online trolls. Can you imagine that shit? I mean, can you imagine just the balls that the people from Amazon have to gaslight you like this in a time of an energy crisis? Like, they want to suggest that people like moi, a troll online, is capable of bringing down the ratings of one of the biggest companies on earth right now. Like Amazon Prime, with all of its money, with all of its influence, with all of its publicity, using a brand which is Lord of the Rings that everyone knows, with journalists licking the boots of Amazon constantly, day in, day out. With all of that, you couldn't promote a movie and get people to watch because some troll like moi went on Rotten Tomatoes and said, oh, well, maybe this movie kind of sucks. I'm not very enthusiastic about it. I think it's kind of shit, you know, like, that's my opinion. Oh, no, I have destroyed Amazon, did I? I mean, you know, like, I wish I had this level of power. I can't get people to click the fucking subscribe button. I can't get people to click the fucking thumbs up button. But for some magical, whimsical reason, I can get people to not watch Lord of the Rings. Oh, God. Again, and I don't understand why I don't channel this power in a more productive financial way for me. I'm just like, oh, no, just don't go watch Lord of the Rings. That people are mind controlled. Like, we will not watch it, V. We will not watch it. God. So yeah, that doesn't look good. I gotta say, this is just the premiere. So a lot of people have tuned in out of curiosity. Usually the premiere has more people watching than the following episodes. And what's more fascinating is that they have sunk an enormous amount of cash into this project. I mean, they constantly said that, look, if this project fails, it's going to hurt Amazon Prime a lot. They're going to have to reconsider how they're doing it. Like, this is a major investment for them. And meanwhile, you have Game of Thrones that doesn't have the same amount of cash being poured into it. And for some reason, it's more successful. And by the way, this has diversity as well. Like, Lord of the Rings had diversity too. But for some reason, in my opinion, this is more in tune with the spirit of what Game of Thrones used to be. The writing is a lot better. And again, I don't want to make these comparisons. Like, I don't like making these comparisons. The journalists have brought it up. And they were like, oh, well, you know, we need to make our own Game of Thrones on Amazon and blah, blah, blah. But this is a lot more in tune with the heart of the IP. I would personally compare it with something like Squid Games, which was also popular, and I would compare it with that because it's original. I am sick and tired of this shit. Every single time I'm talking about something, It's a prequel or a sequel. I am sick and tired. Like, come on. Have some creativity here. Like, do something that's interesting. So, no, I have to go to the South Koreans if I want to see something that's interesting because the Americans just can't create anymore. Ever since California is dominating the airwaves, for some reason we receive nothing but stagnation. It's like the birth of the Imperium of Man or something. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you in the comment section. Take care.